people got to do that. Alright, let's try that. Does that work? There we go. Yeah, should be able to hear me. Maybe not. That's maxed out. So, let's see what we got here. Super scoopy. Get that out of the way. Oh shit, no wonder you're in Facebook. Duh. Yep.
Israel and the occupied Palestinian territory. Let me begin by repeating my utter condemnation of the abhorrent attacks by Hamas and others against Israeli towns and villages in the Gaza periphery, which have left over 100 Israelis dead and more than 2,500 injured. Sadly, these numbers are expected to rise as the attacks are ongoing and many remain unaccounted for. In addition, over 100, possibly more, Israelis, civilians and military have been reported captured by armed groups, including women, children and the elderly. Some are being held hostage inside Israel, and many others have been taken inside the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad have launched thousands of indiscriminate rockets that have reached central Israel, including Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. I recognize the legitimate grievances of the Palestinian people, but nothing can justify these acts of terror and the killing, murder, and abduction of civilians. I reiterate my call to immediately cease these attacks and release all hostages.
You're just listening in there to officials at the United Nations in New York City provided an update. We also heard from them yesterday. Continuing to follow all of these ongoing stories there in Israel. Of course, we're learning more information now. Some 1,600 people on both sides have died. That so we are continuing to follow protests there. The Fox 5, the team of Sky Fox, they're continuing to follow this. Of course, we want to continue out of the Big Apple and be joined now on the ground at our Fox 5 studio by Fox 5 Ashley Rodriguez. Ashley, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. Maybe what can you tell us the latest on this and the ongoing tragedy there in Israel?
It's just been such a crazy day because as the days gone on, the conflict seems to grow and get worse. And you have to remember, this is only 3 days old. I mean, Hamas on Saturday pretty much did the surprise attack. By Sunday, Israel had declared war. And then today, already, the rest of the globe is now involved with different countries choosing sides.
Western leaders from the UK to the US.
We must counter this new axis of power. It's an evil axis of Iran, Russia, and China.
Are pledging their full support to Israel, which spent Monday burying some 900 dead, including at least 11 Americans, and tending to the thousands more wounded after Hamas, with the help of Iran, attacked Israel over the weekend. The sounds of explosions and black smoke could be seen across the Gaza City skyline Monday morning after Israel retaliated with widespread airstrikes, destroying infrastructure, cutting off the area's electricity, food, fuel, and water, and turning buildings into rubble. 680 Palestinians are reported dead, nearly 3,000 wounded. But Israel's response is not deterring Hamas, which continued to shoot off rockets and is now threatening to broadcast the killing of each of its hostages, estimated to be around 100 people, for every bomb Israel uses on a civilian. Israel's representative to the UN comparing the violence to the Holocaust.
These savages gunned down Jewish revelers just like Nazi death squads in the 1940s. Hundreds were butchered, their bodies mutilated and defiled.
But as Israel's allies stand at the ready, terrorist group Hezbollah is reportedly threatening to target the U.S. if it intervenes. Russia's foreign minister is calling for a Palestinian state. Qatar is blaming Israel for the escalation, and other countries, including Turkey, Egypt, and China,
All stations, this is roll call. Roll call. Break.
saying that Israel has only started.
Charlie, Zulu, Charlie, Mike, Oscar, 2, stand by. Charlie, Zulu, Charlie, Mike, Oscar, 2, stand by. Charlie, Zulu, Charlie, Mike, Oscar, 2, stand by. Message follows. Charlie, Zulu, Charlie, Mike, Oscar, 2, 4, Bravo, 4, Lima, Bravo, Golf, Juliet, Foxtrot, Echo, Kilo, Echo, Hotel, Charlie, Sierra, 6, Victor, Quebec, 6, Kilo, Romeo, Oscar, 2, 5, Quebec. I say again.
As we continue to detail it,
Charlie, Zulu, Charlie, Mike, Oscar, 2, 4, Bravo, 4, Lima, Bravo, Golf, Juliet, Foxtrot, Echo, Kilo, Echo, Hotel, Charlie, Sierra, 6, Victor, Quebec, 6, Kilo, Romeo, Oscar, 2, 5, Quebec. This is roll call. Out.
An exact price that will be remembered by them and Israel's other enemies for decades to come. The savage attacks that Hamas perpetrated against innocent Israelis are mind-boggling, slaughtering families in their home, massacring hundreds of young people at an outdoor festival, kidnapping scores of women, children, and elderly, even Holocaust survivors. Hamas terrorists found, burned, and executed children. They are savages. Hamas is ISIS. And just as the forces of civilization united to defeat ISIS, the forces of civilization will support Israel in defeating Hamas. I want to thank President Biden for his unequivocal support. I want to thank leaders across the world for standing with Israel today. I want to thank the people and Congress of the United States of America. In fighting Hamas, Israel is not only fighting for its own people, it is fighting for every country that stands against barbarism. Israel will win this war, and when Israel wins, the entire civilized world wins.
we're just listening in there to the Prime Minister there calling Hamas savages and also vowing that they will win that war. Of course, also thanking President Biden as well with a great statement from him, saying that now 11 American citizens have been killed. I'm in that here on Live Now from Fox. Before we go break, we'll give you another live picture just past 12:30 local time there in Gaza City. As the lights are still on, so we're learning that in Gaza, in the Gaza Strip, Israelis have increased airstrikes, sealed out and food, fuel, and other supplies on Monday in retaliation for those terrorist attacks. Many next. We'll be back after this. It's about 5:30 on the East Coast, 12:30 local time there in Gaza City as the continuing to follow this major international stories. Israeli forces are launching a wide-scale airstrike against Hamas after the terror group launched the deadliest single-day attack on the Jewish community since the Holocaust. For more on this, let's go out to Fox News senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palkot, who has the latest from Jerusalem.
The Israeli military strengthening its power at the border with Gaza. This as the battle with Hamas militants is in its third day.
We have only started striking Hamas. What we will do to our enemies in the coming days will reverberate with them for generations.
Over the weekend, terrorists stunned the country and the world with a coordinated surprise attack on southern Israel. Hundreds of people were killed, including several Americans.
I can't begin to tell you how shocked and traumatized the country is.
Complicating operations for Israelis are the hostages taken by Hamas. At least 100 people are being held captive in Gaza. The Israelis want to save those people while also eliminating Hamas.
We're talking about elderly and sick people, children, women, not combat soldiers. Hopefully we'll be able to get them back.
Israeli forces have recaptured areas near the Gaza Strip, but isolated clashes remain.
Right now we've managed to stabilize it. We are focused now on taking care of the terrorists.
Wall Street Journal reporting Iran helped Hamas plan its attack on Israel.
Iran is the big puppet master, which is, in my opinion, has coordinated this whole thing.
U.S. officials, however, say they have not seen any evidence of Iran's involvement in the attacks. The Israeli government has now announced a complete siege at the Gaza Strip with no food or fuel allowed in. In Jerusalem, Greg Palkot, Fox News.
All right, thank you so much for that. Back here at home, cities throughout the U.S. are ramping up security around houses of worship after Hamas launched a surprise attack in Israel. It comes as the Biden administration ends more support to that region. For more on this, let's go to Fox News Chief Washington correspondent Mike Emanuel, who has more.
Multiple Americans are dead and more are expected to be among the hostages held in Gaza. The U.S. has started moving the USS Gerald R. Ford carrier strike group to the eastern Mediterranean to help Israel deter and Iranian-backed militias.
They will have difficult decisions to make about how to conduct their operations, and we will support them in
the Biden administration has been trying to understand how the U.S., its allies, and their intelligence operations missed Hamas preparing for the sophisticated and deadly attack, what the Israelis are calling their 9/11. White House officials are also rejecting Republican criticism that $6 billion the administration unfroze for Iran last month directly funded the violence.
Iran, and they have created a highway from western Afghanistan all the way through Iraq, through portions of Syria, into Lebanon, and Gaza, that they are funneling ammunition, weapons, fighters, advisors.
As tensions escalate, Israeli and Palestinian supporters are holding rallies across the U.S. Major cities, including Houston, Miami, and Washington, D.C., are also increasing security at houses of worship. In New York, the NYPD deployed its Critical Response Command and Anti-Terrorism Unit, but officials say there are no specific credible threats against the city. Meanwhile, the Biden administration is expected to announce more support for Israel in the coming days. In Washington, Mike Emanuel, Fox News.
All right, thank you so much, Mike, for that update. Moving along, as 2024 Republican presidential candidate also reacting to the deadly attacks in Israel, using the campaign trail to share how they would respond if elected to the Oval Office. For more on this, let's go to Fox News correspondent Rebecca Casper, who has the latest from Washington, D.C.
We are in very, very grave danger of having a World War III.
It's a race for the White House being dominated by foreign affairs as the war in Ukraine rages on and Hamas militants launched the deadliest attack on Israel in decades.
This was an act of pure evil. I hope that Hamas is wiped off the face of the earth.
We'll make sure that Israel has the resources to defend themselves.
2024 Republican presidential candidates denouncing the attacks on Israel on the campaign trail while taking aim at the current commander-in-chief.
Iran is a problem, and our federal government and Biden, they need to stop coddling a country that wants to see our country dead and wants to see Israel dead.
This is when the president has to send a very clear, unmistakable message to those folks around the world about what our response will be as Americans are going home.
Several in the GOP field suggest the Biden administration empowered the attack on Israel after unfreezing $6 billion in Iranian funds. But the White House says that money has not been spent.
I've dealt with them. They are playing a shell game. They're moving money around as we speak.
So far, more than 1,000 people have been killed by Hamas, the White House confirming the deaths of at least 9 Americans. The terrorist group is now threatening to execute hostages if Israel fights back with airstrikes in Gaza without forewarning.
I think we need to stand with Israel. I think we need to stand strongly.
The White House says President Biden will be speaking with several close allies about the latest developments in Israel this afternoon. In Washington, Rebecca Casper, Fox News.
All right, thank you so much, Rebecca, for that update as well. There will be more information, new statements coming in. This one from the former President Barack Obama. I do want to put up this on social media, on X. He says all Americans should be horrified and outraged by the blazing terrorist attacks on Israel and the slaughter of innocent civilians. We grieve for those who died. Pray for the safe return of those who've been held hostage and stand quick.
Okay, if you're listening, you should be able to type down there in the comments and give me a thumbs up.
Halo creamer, that's MCT oil. Put these two together, you're gonna have a explosive hell of a day. These things are both Whole30 approved, NSF certified, and USDA approved. So there's that. On top of that, hold on, wait, there's more. If that doesn't get you going, which I guarantee you it will, you've got Bub's new coffee. So this is the first ever coffee bean Whole30 approved, if you can believe that. And we all know coffee can, you know, speed things up a little bit in the morning. But hold on, wait, there's more. Apple cider vinegar gummies. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know exactly what these things do for you, but here it says, promotes energy, immune support, promotes healthy digestion, and supports healthy metabolism. I can tell you one thing, good luck just eating one of these things, because at the end of the night, I will crush an entire bottle of these. That will not give you the best shit of your life. I wouldn't recommend it. It will speed things up, but you may not like the final outcome. And hold on, wait, there's more. There's more. Bubs came out with a lot of new products. They have these hydrate or die hydration packets, great for post-workout. All this stuff is great for post-workout, especially the collagen protein. Guys, here's another thing about Bubs. Bubs is a tribute company. It's named after Glenn Bubs Doherty, who was a Navy SEAL and a CIA contractor. He died defending our freedom in Benghazi, and Bubs donates a portion of every order to the Glenn Doherty Foundation, and they donate 100% of the proceeds from their products on Veterans Day every year. I love this company. They are just solid people with a solid product, and they just want everybody to experience the best shit of your life. Go to bubsnaturals.com, use the promo code Sean for 20% off. And let's get it going.
We're all hooked up, ready to go. The jump master's got his arm up, getting ready to hit me in the back. And then we see shuffling, and I'm only one of 12 guys that I jump with every time.
He filed a classified complaint under oath, and the Intelligence Community Inspector General said that he found the complaint urgent and credible.
A guy from the back shuffles his way to the front, and it's one of the escorts. He is unmistakable. I get a knock at the door. It's that same guy who cut me out of the door. Hands me a note. It said, thinking of you. He's like, hey, sorry about your loss, buddy.
I think it gives weight to a lot of the people that have come forward and talked about having direct first-hand experience.
To me, it just felt like somebody looking you dead in the eye and said, I can touch you anytime I want.
Well, when was the assassination attempt?
So we go inside, meet another escort in there, take us to this freight elevator. One of the guys looks at my dad and is saying to both of us, Keep your head down, your eyes on the heels of the man in front of you, or you'll be shot. What could somebody threaten you with to make you turn your back on your own child?
So, as that took off, we're all of a sudden ordered to face that slope that we came down. And then, like I said, it's not very high up. I mean, it's high enough to obscure everything and to kind of go down in the valley. And so as we turn around, I'm like, fuck. They're going to do it. I think they were just going to, fucking rip us right there.
Yeah.
And
You're worried they're going to kill you.
Yeah. Does that mean it's like...
Before we get to that...
Yeah.
When you saw this thing take off, I mean, do you have any estimation of speed? Have you seen anything? I mean, was it faster than anything you've seen before?
Yeah.
Was it a normal speed?
No, it was faster. It was the fastest thing I've ever seen. It was, I would say, probably 4,000 or 5,000 miles an hour. I mean, it was instantaneous. It was just like it left a blur.
Okay.
Like a jet screaming by going as fast as it possibly could, you can still make the shape of it and still lock your eyes onto it as it's going. There's no way in hell you could.
Out of 1,000 people in my Facebook friends list, there ain't a soul in here. That's pretty damn sad. Says a lot. Just saying. Hear me? Just saying. That's okay. What? What are you doing? What do you want? Hmm? What are you doing? What are you doing? I know. You love your daddy, huh? Better? Lay down. Good girl. No. What are you doing? What are you doing, Screwball? You goof nut. You goof nut. Oh, that's a little Screwball. Yes, you are. Would you stop? Quit. Look, damn it. Here, you can play with that. those of you that want to see a kitty, yes, it's a Furby. On the computer, play with the keyboard, say hi. Whoops, sorry. Okay, how's that? Say hi. Yeah, that was a kitty kiss. That was a kitty kiss. Good girl. You leave my keyboard alone, stupid. So, she's up there just hanging out with me. So, hang on, you're going to get dizzy. I got so many wires and things up here right now, it's not funny. Oops, sorry, cat. Didn't mean to squish you. Oh, come on now. Oh, for crying out loud. I hate this cheap little thing. There we go. Sorry, didn't make me guys seasick. Didn't mean to make y'all seasick there. Oh, sorry. Alright. You just sit there better now? That should work. Better? Better. It's out of your way. Huh. Well, you got cookie in your eyes. I know. Get the crap out of your eyes. Yuck. Good girl. Alrighty, folks. It's a beautiful afternoon. Colder than a witch's behind out there. But that's okay. You gonna leave? We'll see ya. Now, for those of you that are watching me on... What did I do here? Boy, did I screw something up here. I'm in a screen that I didn't even know how I got into it. Yeah, let's try you guys down there. See if that works better. How's that? It should have a little bit better on it. There we go. Alright, for those of you guys that are on YouTube, first of all, thank you. The Facebook connection has a real bad lag. I just wanted to remind you that it's a little bit easier to go through the YouTube. That's why I posted that link on my page. There's no software download. It's a direct link right into the channel, so you don't have to worry about a lot of things. I understand the fear, but there's no fear to be had. Alright? So I don't know why I can't make eye contact with this silly darn thing, because I don't know where I'm at. Alright, there you go. Now talk to me, dagnabbit. I think that's it. Alright, so, like I said, if you like various types of movies, or people that are creating out here on YouTube that are doing actual legitimate shows, these are people that have dedicated their lives to what they're doing. The ones that I really follow along with, I've got a couple of them on here. That Mike O'Hara, he's a former SEAL, and he interviews military about all sorts of different subjects. If you want to get into, the alternatives, like this guy here.
And he couldn't even process what he was seeing, but then he took pictures of his car after the incident, and all the Zenith upper-facing decks.
Recognize him? He was at the congressional hearing.
For me, because like he says, that was really the induction point when Dave realizes that, hey, this is real. Very credible people, high-level, senior-level people with nothing to gain and a lot to lose, in tears basically as they're relaying these stories to him. There's no sound. It's a giant 300-foot triangular craft. I mean, just an unbelievable situation that they can't even process with their own eyes.
A very senior Navy individual who's going to work at a certain facility in the morning, not drunk, not high, and a 300-foot triangular craft hovered over his car.
So yeah, if you've been watching the YouTube thing or the congressional, what's going on with that, he does an awesome follow-up with the actual people that are doing it, and those are just some of the things that are out there on YouTube. And the things that I usually watch. Hang on, I gotta find it. There we go. Yeah, so I watch a lot of different things. Here lately, it's been, the things going on over there in Israel. The History Channel. The Operation Midnight with CIA from America's Untold Stories. And then you have Dave, who's getting into more trouble than it's worth. For those of you that are motorcyclists, you may recognize Sos with the Ghost, or Sos the Ghost, right here, who does motorcycle news. So, and he does a really good job on it on his site. If you want to get into tarot, there's all sorts of places. There's food vegetarians, and you'd be surprised what you'll find out here, folks. So look around. There's no software to install, and it's free. It's absolutely free to do. If you're on a smart TV, you can use YouTube on it as well. Yep, wrong one. Sorry about that. Okay, why isn't that not working? I'm not in solo mode, you bonehead. Alright. That worked. And for those of you that are wondering what program I'm using here, I've used a lot of different things. But for the live broadcasts, most of us out here on the internet are using StreamYard. And it's a little costly. It has a monthly bill, but it's well worth it. I do have a discount listed that you could actually use and save a good 10-15%. Well, that's interesting. There we go. Look at bud, I forgot he had coffee. Alright folks, I got some bad news for you. Let me turn this thing off. Alright, for those of you that like Kodi, you may want to watch this. Yeah, let me restart that.
That when devices come out with a new operating system, that some previous apps don't work or they have issues working. This was the case when the NVIDIA Shield upgraded to their newest Android-based operating system, and now is the case with the brand new Fire Sticks as apps have to adjust to the brand new Fire OS 8. However, that's not what we're talking about. You see, Amazon did a little whoopsie, as we'll call it, and they happened to leave out one of the most valuable settings for streamers that are going to affect the use of not just Kodi, but tons of different streaming media player apps and file manager apps. And the worst part is there's really not a simple fix at the moment. So we're gonna go over all that information today. What is the problem? How do you fix it? And some other common problems that we have so far with our Fire Stick Max. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. And like always, for the first hour to 2 hours of this video, I answer all of your questions and comments down below. So drop it and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, let's get into it. So one of the common problems on your brand new Fire Stick may be that you've noticed side-loaded apps missing their thumbnail icon. Now, this was a common problem. However, just like most common problems that they've had with Fire OS 7, Amazon fixed this pretty quickly. In fact, it's already fixed. It was a quick patch because they know what the problem is. It's over. But this second problem is the one that I personally can't decide if Amazon left this out on purpose or if it's just a little mistake. Now, some apps such as Kodi or other media player or file managers basically need root access to your device. And how they not as simple as just clicking a button. So you do have to have an idea of what you're doing. If you guys want me to do a video guide of this, let me know. Let's get into it.
So the first thing I wanted to show you is that, yes, Amazon, in fact, already fixed the broken missing sideload app access. So why I'm bringing this up is because they fix this instantaneously. So it is a little interesting to me that this is an issue, this specific problem, because it's built into the operating system. I really believe you'd have to go out of their way, unless they were programming just like a different button and it happened to get deleted. It's such a big thing to be missing. And they responded.
And that gets you an idea of what's going on around here. Half of this stuff that we think works doesn't work. Almost like my microphone here, which is nothing new. I get in here and I start dinking around and I end up hurting myself, just like I did now. So let's get over here to the audio. That works. Alright, so we do have a volume control, and I think that's going to work a little bit better. If it's not, let me know if I'm overdriving. I know I have a bad habit of doing that, and I apologize. Trust me, I do. You know, it is what it is. What can I tell you? Alright, so one thing I've noticed, my eyes are over here off to the right. I don't try to talk to you guys like I should, and I apologize for that. But I'm trying to concentrate on the screen and what I'm doing. So, just to let you know. And of course, here we are, getting down to the wire of 6:30, and nobody's here. Go frickin' figure. Wow. That's frickin' real. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say that out loud, did I? That's alright. We can cut the audio. We can modify that one real quick. An editor's a beautiful thing. Alright, so what do we got here? Oop, don't want that one. Alright. We got Booby's place in here. Nope, that's too small. Alright. Gee, that one or that one? I like that one better, though. That was my little kitty. I had been cleaning my gun that day, and she wanted to play with it. Yeah, I hope people start trickling in here. Otherwise, I ain't playing this silly damn thing. Y'all want to be that way about it, I can be a jerk. And put up a big old note. Y'all don't want to come in here? You don't need to know. And I'll put it up on Rumble. Really fuck you all up. But it's only 12 minutes. So I think you guys could hang with that. What? What do you want? Well, you got all my wires everywhere again, don't you? Come here. In case you guys haven't seen what's going on in the house here lately, I don't know if I can get this up over that. But we've got a cat down there. We got the fireplace going there. Yes, I took a nap. So it's been a good day. Yeah, that's too high. I'm not gonna even try to fight that one. You know, so hopefully this will work a little bit better. Yeah, well, not too bad, but that's okay. Get that out of the way. There we go. Yeah, I guess I ought to go make my bed. What do you think? Yes, no, I don't know. Alright, since most of you guys know me, all my kids have paws. Thank you, Tracy. I love you. It's so nice just to be able to sit in my own house and enjoy the day and, you know, talk to you guys, whether you're here or not, because I know most of you will come back in and watch this later on down the road. And I'll probably end up splitting this up a little bit and make it a short. So for those of you that don't know what shorts are, they're 30-second to 60-second long clip of anything that you're doing. And that's how I did that very first one. Unfortunately, it was 1 minute and 6 seconds or some silly thing. I missed it. So I had to go back in and, take out a couple extra scenes and rework that a little bit for a short, which is fine. Last night, I tried to upload some things, and, I had to modify. So I was up all night last night, again, which is nothing new. What can I tell you? Yeah, it's the life of a creator. We chose this stupid world. We chose this lifestyle. But, being that I'm, at home now, retired, chilling out, I have all the time in the world to put some play. And if I get some people watching me, all the better. All the better. I'd like to do some other things here, and if you guys, I want to do some more videos as far as maybe like I said, there's, I'll talk about this later tonight, but there's a lot of videos about the cemetery. A lot of them are out there. But the problem is with that is that he didn't say anything to me. Where you at? Oh, okay. Stop. Yeah, Rosie's in a pickle brain right now. So, nothing new there. But, anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. Doing more videos with as much work as I put into this one. It took me darn near 2 weeks. Doing the background research, calling people, trying to find photographs, finding locations of where to look, and It was a challenge, let me tell you. It was a good challenge. You know, I spent a lot of hours at night between me and the cat just sitting here, you know, harassing each other. You know, and you saw what I mean. She comes up on my lap and, what are you doing, Dad? Let me help you. I can punch that key just as well as you can. Get out of the way. You know, so it was a fun challenge. Let me tell you, I love that cat to death. My boy, she can be a pain in my ass. And if you haven't seen the new short out that we just posted today, it's an alarm cat. 6 o'clock in the morning. It's one of those get up now or I'm gonna bite you. And sure enough, that's what she did. So, you know, you'll hear it. You'll hear the byplay there. You know, bless her little heart. She's, I don't know if she's over there or not. I can't see her. Nope, she's playing around somewhere. She's laying around somewhere, I'm sure, or she's in the kitchen window. But, I don't know. You know, I'd be lost without my little furry buddy. You know. As much as she drives me nuts. So I hope everybody's having a good day. You know, click on that link and jump in here and join me and say hello. Rattle my bird cage. Both on Facebook and on YouTube. Facebook has a serious lag. I'll tell you that right now. So if you really want to, you know, be right on time as things are posted, yeah, I recommend YouTube. It's a whole lot easier. A whole lot easier. Let me tell you. But, you know, user choice. And, no ma'am, you cannot. I'm sorry. But I can send you a link and you can use your phone if you want to do it that way. Like I said, it's a lag. Oh, now it's going to be a bear and a half to... Wow. Okay, give me a minute, Trent. This thing's a mile long. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, let me get in here. Oh, my nose is driving me nuts. Freaking cat. Alright, Rosie, where are you hiding at? Ah, hell. Do this the easy way. Love that search. There you are. Come out, wherever you are. Alright, my dear. Out of the way, dummy. There's the link to get you in to my studio. And if you want to turn on your camera, that's up to you. You do not have to. But you will have to use that audio, your microphone. If you have earbuds, just like you do on live, when you're going live on Facebook, it's the same fashion. Nothing new. And when you come in, it's going to ask for permission to use your audio and your camera. Say yes to both. And then it'll go through, you know, its little steps and bring it right in here. It's not that difficult, it's just a pain in the ass. unlike Zoom, but Zoom has a tendency to get unwanted people in the room, whereas I can control who's here. Not that I do that. Nobody's ever here, which makes it kind of nice. No, not really. I didn't say that. Then if I remember right, it's going to ask you to go live. Not sure, though. Been a while since I've had two people in here at one time. Me and the cat did it one night just for giggles. I brought my my camera in and set it up for an extra extra camera. That was a challenge, let me tell you. But now I found out how that works and makes it so much easier. Well, it's not lagging too much. It's got about a 10-second lag. I quieted that down real quick. Alright, so once again, folks, if you're sitting there looking at your screen and you haven't logged on, there's a chat. Oh my God. Wow, that like that blew me out of the chair. All right, let's try that again. Wow. Mercy sakes alive. Okay, now that I got that set, so I won't have that problem twice. All right, if you're just looking at your Facebook page or on YouTube and you have not actually logged into it as far as coming into the chat room, don't worry about it. If you type right below where you see the the like, comment, and share, that will get posted, and that will work if that's what you want to do as far as to say hello to me on the screen. And then once you do, I can actually post your comment. From Facebook or from YouTube. And those are live comments as they come in. Now, I don't know if this will work on your side. I'm going to try it here in a second. But let me see if this will work. Okay. Whoop. I can't type for diddly squat today. Yep, that worked. All right, now you guys should see that. Probably another 20 minutes. All right, it's up on YouTube. There is a comment on Facebook, but I don't see the reply yet. I want to uninstall that damn thing. So bad. No, Facebook doesn't get the reply, which is fine. I know YouTube does. It allows for open chat both ways. You know, Facebook, they get a little sticky because of the lag time and the bandwidth. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. All right, Fuzzbutt, where you at? Furball. No further ball. Oh, wakey, wakey, kid. And here she comes. Well, you come out running. Come on, get up here. Ow, that's me. Come here. Come here. Come on. Wait a minute, we got one that's open, damn it. Hold on. Yeah, we got one that's open up here, I think. All right, Fuzzy Bottom, come here. Well, finally my beard's starting to come in. Well, it's taken forever. Joys of not having any testosterone, which would help. But God decided to say, ain't happening, Junior. Will you come here? You want these or not? Come here, dummy. I thought I opened it. I'm sorry. Guess I didn't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, you know, just keep your fur on there, Slick. All right. Hold on. We got to get you on camera. It's a kitty day. Ready? What? You want those? Here, you want to stick your nose in there? Is she spoiled? You betcha. Come on. Here. Up. There you go. Dig out, kid. Oh, really? You're going to do this one at a time, huh? Come on. Come on. Oh, don't argue with me. Come here. You want him? Come here. I've been trying to train her how to do this. Daddy's been trying to teach you, but you ain't been responsive. You just want to do your own thing. Come here. Up. Up. There you go. Good job. There you go. All right, goof nut. Sit there. Hold still. Smile for the camera. Hi, people. Okay, there you go. Hey, Goofy. Up here, dum-dum. What are you doing? You ain't getting on that keyboard. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Want to say hi? Meow. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Ow. That's it. I gotta cut that toenail. I'm gonna have to call Jenny over here and have her cut that nail. That would hurt. I know. I know. I'll get that one. I'll get this one. I'll get that one. Daddy's baby girl. This is what we do all day, all night. We just play with each other. Huh? Oh, you big old monster, you. Yeah, sure, Daddy, big old lump. My big old lump of coal. Here. Come here. Come here. Oh, get up there. Get up there. You are not drinking that coffee, Slick. You don't like that stuff because it doesn't have the cream in it. Here, open it. No. No. Not taste, stupid. There you go. Better? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi. I got to deal with that tail every time, every day. Now, where do you think you're going? What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? No. No, you leave the sound card alone. You are about a pain in my ass, you know what? Yes, you are. Nice try. Nice try, kitty front. Yeah, nice try, kitty butt. Come here. I got some right here. Yes, no, I don't know. I don't want it. A baby. Dad and his child. Well, get your butt over here. Come here. All right, I'll get that out of your way. Come on. Move things out of your way. Here. Come here. Yeah, I know you'll want them. Come on. All right. Lift. It's a moment of being dizzy. Huh. I made my stomach hurt. I don't want it. You have it. All right. Once more. Yeah. High five. High five. Yeah, no, that one. Get off that keyboard, screwball. Hey, look at that. 4 different windows just popped up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. You're spoiled. You're spoiled. Yeah, I know. That's Daddy's fault, huh? Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. What time are we supposed to start that thing? I guess we're supposed to start that now, and there ain't nobody here. Gee, why does that surprise me? But since I said I would, I guess I will. Yeah. I'm not going to figure out where the hell I put it. Hello. Yeah, hush, hush. All right, let me get this set up for you guys, and I will be happy to. Where'd it go? Down? Yeah, that's it. I'm going to share that, and I'm going to start over. Can I do it that way? Yeah. All right. And let's see here. Let's go that way. There we go. You know what? I'm just going to do it the one I know it works. I think that's it. Should be.
Welcome to the Oak Hill Cemetery. It's perhaps one of Pontiac's greatest treasures that's listed on the National Register of Historic Places, dating all the way back to the year 1839. Join us now as we explore the cemetery's past and dive into Pontiac's history. In 1817, this was the original plot layout for the new town. 1818, the Pontiac Company was created in order to purchase a tract of land for locating a town. The original survey map done for lot purchases. Pontiac was best known for its wagon builders and manufacturing here in town. The first permanent settlers include Colonel Stephen Mack, Major Joseph Todd, William Lester, and Orison Allen. 1822, the company set aside a parcel of land just east of town for use as a cemetery. In 1839, the village of Pontiac hired Captain Harvey Park to survey the parcel and lay out a lot as a cemetery. This became the first portion of the present Oak Hill Cemetery, and the grounds were plotted for use. Many improvements were made over the years, including replacing the original cemetery office which had previously burned down. By 1841, over time more land was allocated to the cemetery, until it reached its present size. Be sure to watch part 2 as we pay tribute to the vets and families. Come along now and join us as we visit the vets. In part 2, a cannon was situated near the graves of 3 of the most prominent veterans in Oak Hill in 1870. Moses Wisner, Israel B. Richardson, and Brigadier General Joseph Copeland. Here are some facts about these officers of the Civil War. This will help you understand their place in the history of Pontiac. In 1859, Moses Wisner became governor of Michigan. He was born in Springport, New York on June 3, 1815. In 1837, he moved to Michigan and settled in Lapeer County, where he worked as a farmer and studied law. He was admitted to the bar in 1841, and then established his legal career, serving as the Lapeer County prosecuting attorney. Wisner first entered politics in 1854, as an unsuccessful candidate for Congress. He next secured the Republican gubernatorial nomination, and went on to win election to the governorship on November 2, 1858. During his tenure, construction on state roads was advanced. 4 new counties were formed. The general registration law was sanctioned. A law department was created at the University of Michigan. The St. Mary's Ship Canal was revitalized. After completing his term, Wisner left office on January 2, 1861, and retired from political life. In 1862 he organized the 22nd Michigan Infantry, of which he was commissioned as a colonel, however before seeing any action. In the Civil War, Wisner contracted typhoid fever and died. Governor Moses Wisner was then buried in the Oak Hill Cemetery in Pontiac, Michigan. Thank you for your service. You shall never be forgotten. May you rest in peace. Veterans of Oak Hill Part 3. Brigadier General Joseph Copeland. Copeland was born in Newcastle, Maine. He studied at Harvard College and then read law under Daniel Webster. In 1844 he moved to St. Clair, Michigan and later built a sawmill in Bay City, Michigan. At the start of the Civil War, Copeland served first as colonel and commander of the 1st Michigan Volunteer Cavalry, and then the 5th Michigan Volunteer Cavalry. Later promoted to brigadier general, he commanded the Wolverines of the Michigan Brigade, but was replaced by George A. Custer shortly before the Battle of Gettysburg. Copeland moved to Orchard Lake, Michigan, where he built a residence known as the Castle. In 1870 he and some local businessmen turned it into a hotel, and in 1873 they sold it to J. Sumner Rogers. He was a veteran of the American Civil War and was most notable as the founder and longtime superintendent of Michigan Military Academy, who used the site to found the Michigan Military Academy. 1. In 1878 Copeland moved to Florida, where he served for a time as a judge in Clay County. He was initially buried in Orange Park, Florida, but was later reinterred at Oak Hill Cemetery. Our next general entered at Oak Hill Cemetery is Israel B. Richardson. Major General Israel B. Richardson was a veteran of the Mexican and Seminole Wars and was given the nickname, Fighting Dick. When the Civil War broke out, Richardson was still farming in Michigan. He enlisted in the Union Army and recruited and organized the 2nd Michigan Infantry. He married Fanny Traver on May 18, 1861, in Wayne County, Michigan. When he reported with his regiment in Washington, D.C., General Winfield Scott greeted him with, "I'm glad to have my Fighting Dick with me again." A seasoned military man, having been promoted to colonel in the Maine militia in the 1830s, Copeland offered his service at the brink of the Civil War. He joined the 1st Michigan Volunteer Cavalry Regiment at its organization, as lieutenant colonel, when age 48. He was commissioned and mustered August 22, 1861. When the 5th Michigan Volunteer Cavalry Regiment was organized August 14, 1862, Joseph was commissioned its colonel. Copeland was one of the first officers to appreciate the significance of the Spencer repeating rifle and supplied the 5th and 6th Michigan Cavalry Regiments with the rifles. Richardson was promoted to colonel on May 25, 1861, and assigned to command of the 4th Brigade 1st Division, in the newly organized army of Brigadier General Irvin McDowell. His brigade saw limited action at the First Battle of Bull Run near Blackburn's Ford, and in covering the subsequent Federal withdrawal to Washington. Colonel Richardson was promoted to Brigadier General, May 17, 1861. He commanded several brigades in the Army of the Potomac and then the 1st Division of the 11 Corps during the Peninsula Campaign in mid-1862. He was involved in the fighting at the battles of Yorktown, Seven Pines, and the 7 Days. He was particularly distinguished in sharp fighting near the Chickahominy River. Richardson was promoted to Major General after the 7 Days battles. His division was stationed in Washington, D.C. during the Second Battle of Bull Run. Richardson's 1st Division played a key role during the Battle of Antietam on September 17, 1862, attacking Confederate positions in the center of the sunken road in support of the 3rd Division of Major Gen. William H. French. After stubborn fighting, by 1 p.m., Richardson had gained control of the high ground in front of the apex of the defensive line, and his men fired upon the remaining defenders in the road as they walked into the battle zone, which would gain the nickname, Bloody Lane, for the carnage. Richardson pushed forward beyond the road and was directing the fire of his artillery and organizing another attack when he was struck by a shell fragment. Carried to the rear, Richardson was treated at a field hospital. His wound was not considered life-threatening. He was given a room in Major General George B. McClellan's headquarters, the Pry House. President Abraham Lincoln paid his respects to the wounded Richardson during a visit to the battlefield in October. However, infection set in, and then pneumonia, which claimed the life of the popular general in early November. He was among 6 generals to be killed or mortally wounded at Antietam. His body was escorted to Detroit. Large crowds lined the streets during his funeral procession to nearby Pontiac, where he was laid to rest in the Oak Hill Cemetery. So why are these veterans so important, you ask? Well, this will answer that question. On April 15, 1861, at the start of the American Civil War, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln called for a 75,000-man militia to serve for 3 months following the bombardment and surrender of Fort Sumter. Some southern states refused to send troops against the neighboring Deep South slave states. At the beginning of the Civil War, regiments from Michigan were raised. To answer Lincoln's call for men, the first volunteers from Michigan were mustered into the Army as the 1st Michigan Infantry on May 1, 1861. Abraham Lincoln replied, "Thank God for the Michigan men." Over the course of the war, some 90,000 Michigan men, about 23% of the 1860 male population of the state, served in the Union forces. This figure includes some 1,600 black soldiers. Michigan raised a total of 30 infantry regiments, 11 cavalry regiments, 1 light artillery regiment, 2 light infantry batteries, 2 companies of sharpshooters, and the 1st Michigan Engineers. According to Frederick H. Dyer, a total of 14,753 officers and men from Michigan died during the war. But a Roll of Honor, prepared upon order of the Michigan Legislature in 1869, contains 14,855 names. Among the more celebrated units was the 24th Michigan Volunteer Infantry, which, as a part of the famed Iron Brigade, suffered considerable losses at the Battle of Gettysburg while defending McPherson's Ridge. The Iron Brigade, also known as the Iron Brigade of the West or the Black Hat Brigade, was an infantry brigade in the Union Army of the Potomac during the American Civil War. Although it fought entirely in the Eastern Theater, It was composed of regiments from western states, states that are today considered Midwestern. Noted for its strong discipline, its unique uniform appearance, and its tenacious fighting ability, the Iron Brigade suffered the highest percentage of casualties of any brigade in the war. George Armstrong Custer's Michigan Wolverine cavalry effectively battled J.E.B. Stuart at Gettysburg on the East Cavalry Field. Several Union generals hailed from Michigan, including Custer, Elon J. Farnsworth, Byron Root Pierce, Orlando Metcalf Poe, Israel Bush Richardson, and Orlando B. Wilcox. In a letter to his wife, one Union soldier from Michigan detailed his motivations for fighting for the U.S. in the war, before dying in 1864. The more I learn of the cursed institution of slavery, the more I feel willing to endure. For its final destruction after this war is over, this whole country will undergo a change for the better. Let Christians use all their influence to have justice done to the black man. If this doesn't exemplify the courage that our vets took and still take into battle, nothing does. It is for this reason, every child should be taught about the true meaning of the Civil War and what was truly won with all of its bloodshed. Thank you so much for watching. If you would, please click that like button and subscribe today.
Get me back into the screen here. Oops, sorry about that. So that concludes the premiere. I'll get it yet. Hang on. Oh, stay here, you little bugger. That was 3 weeks of long, arduous work of getting the facts together, photos from various resources, going out and talking to the people out there at the cemetery, which is right up the road from where I'm at right now. But when I explained to him what I was doing, he was very excited about it. He wanted to see it later. I said I would be more than happy to email you a copy of it or give you a link and you can have a copy in full. And he watched it yesterday with me over the phone, and he was absolutely excited. He said, I'd really like to help you on the next phase, which is going through the mausoleums and the actual, what do you call it, the headstones. And that is some really neat stuff. I'm going to play hide and seek here. Hang on. Crap, where the hell I put them? And I can't find them now. But anyway, I will dig those out and we'll start working on those here in the next couple of weeks. I might be able to dig one up here. Oh, wait, there it is down there. Duh. All right, give me a half second. Let me do some digging here. There they are. We have some really good ones down here. One of the big things about Michigan is that we had a state insane asylum. And when they went to tear down that building, they found the bodies and they found the markers. Or what they thought were markers were actually a boulder. But they were unknown, unmarked graves. So what they did is they went back through the records and they traced it all the way back through DNA sampling. There was an original copy of the layout of that cemetery that they stumbled across and found. And today there is booger butt. I gotta share my screen. Hang on. It's a little fuzzy, but if you'll give me half a second, I'll bring it up for you. Where the heck did it go? No, I want the other one. There we go. This one here is the actual list of names. And if you notice, it's hard to see, but they're numbered with the actual name behind it. And then the other thing that they had out there was a really super nice tribute to them. And this is the front side. Oh, you're going to do it that way, aren't you? Get out of the way. All right, we'll just, I don't want to do that. I want to open it. There we go. Really? Helps you hit okay. Duh. There we go. This is actually the cemetery itself. I can get rid of this one because that'll work. And why am I not sharing here? That's window. Yeah. Okay. There we go. And this one, you can actually see what's going on here. I gotta slide me over here. Hang on, I gotta adjust the screen. But this was what they found out there. And they brought the headstones back with them. And actually interred them at the Oak Hill Cemetery here in Pontiac, Oakland County. And you can see a picture right here of the original building. So, yeah, that one was a gut wrencher when I went out there and actually walked the property with them. There was some other very interesting sites out there as well. And that's going to be a long, tedious process to do those as well. So, once again, thank you guys for joining me. I hope that you'll come back. Leave me a comment down below. And, you know, put a thumbs up. Let me know that you were there watching. Because I have no clue how many people actually watch this over the next few days. But if you use that thumb, I'll have an accurate count. Not that it's going to mean anything for me, other than I know somebody paid attention and took the time to do that. And if you want to hear more, you want to see more, give me some ideas. Let me know what you want, and we'll bring it to you if I can. So again, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. And until next time, I will see you guys later. And then have a beautiful week. Try to stay warm because it's now fall. And it's getting bloody fucking cold out there. That's for damn sure. All right. I love you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.